Well, back in our area, snowfall has subsided. Now we just brace for a bitter, wintry, cold week. Let's send it to Nicole for the latest.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be very cold out there, especially through those morning hours. So you're definitely going to want to be bundling up, getting out there, starting the car a little bit earlier because you're going to want it to be warm when you step inside to escape from this cold weather that we have coming up. We do have 3 consecutive alert days going out because of this cold. This is going to be starting tonight and lasting through Wednesday night. We're looking at wind chill values getting possibly as low as -35 at some of those times throughout the morning hours, and those daytime highs could be staying near 0 throughout most of the beginning of this week. This is going to be an effect for the entirety of our area, but as I said before, southeastern Minnesota tends to usually get those cooler wind chills because the winds can be a tad bit stronger over there. So here we are with our lows tonight, really starting to feel it tonight. This is going to be the first indication of this cold. Everybody's staying below 0. Most areas actually getting into the negative teens out there, but those wind chill values are actually going to be closer to the -30s when you're waking up in the morning. And then for tomorrow's highs, some of us could maybe be nearing 0, maybe getting a degree above, but most of the areas really staying in the negatives for the entire day. And actually for the next 3 days, it'll be feeling like you're staying in the negatives for the entirety of the start of the week. So very cold stretch coming up, definitely something you should be taking seriously, wearing your hats and mittens and your fuzziest coat because winter's not quite over yet. Even though we don't really have a snow-filled week, we're definitely going to be feeling the winter temperatures. So here's these wind chills when you're waking up in the morning. Again, very cold out there. Much of the area in the upper 20s or getting close to -30 as you go throughout the morning hours, and really very little warming happening tomorrow. It's going to be mostly cloudy, at least increasing clouds as we go into the afternoon, so the sun is not going to be able to help us out too much. We're seeing wind chills getting no warmer than around -15 throughout your daytime, and it's going to feel even colder as we go into Tuesday morning. This will likely be the coldest morning of the stretch. Many areas, this is where we're seeing those possibilities for getting below even -35 for some isolated areas. And then thankfully, as we go into Tuesday, we'll have a little bit more warming, but still the warmest we're looking to get is staying in the negative single digits out there, and that'll continue on into Wednesday as well with a similar pattern. As for our high temperature trend, it's going to be a downward trend for the next few days. Many of our high temperatures in La Crosse getting as low as even 30 degrees below that average, but there is an end in sight. We're actually going to be dipping back up above average as we get into next weekend, and the forecast next weekend is actually looking pretty good. So just keep your eyes on the end of the forecast and get through this week, so it's looking to be pretty nice. Again, for Eau Claire, very similar story, 30 to 25 degrees below your typical highs for this time of year, but we'll slowly be climbing through this week. And spring is a lot closer than we think. This kind of jumped up on me. The first day of meteorological spring, less than 2 weeks away. As of yesterday, that was the 2-week mark. So we do have something to look forward to. Springtime, or at least the first bit of springtime, doesn't always mean it's going to be nice, warm, and sunny out there, especially in our neck of the woods, but it's definitely something to look forward to. And having the sunset a little bit later at night too. We'll have daylight savings ending or starting. I actually don't remember if we're in daylight savings now or if we're not in it. I don't know how that works, but what I do know, it's going to be very cold out there. But we do have some 40s coming next week, hopefully. So
that's a
nice.
Drastic change from our 0-degree
high
high
it's a big
tomorrow.
swap. Yeah, big swap.
Oh boy. All right, get ready, everyone. All right, thank you, Nicole.